Thunderbond Vanguard is the answer. We full send. And that's a few damage coming at them. I think the Ember Cleave will be a surprise. It usually is. Oh, I guess we ended it anyway. But Bruse Tarl did it. Hello, Rectangle Sports fans. We are here. It is a Brawlin Friday. I am Average Zen, streaming live on Twitch from Average Zen Presents, or perhaps you are watching us in the future on YouTube. We are at Average Zen. Of course, you can find us on Blue Sky, Twitter, X, all that good stuff. Also at Average Zen. And this Brawlin Friday is a very special one. And so, before we jump into it, please give us a like, subscribe, comment, follow, and good news, everyone. Everyone that's already done that, welcome. Yes, all of you that will, welcome. Yes, welcome to the Zen community. Let us jump in. I'm excited about this one. With the recent Final Fantasy addition to my Magic the Gathering Arena, we have had actually 3 set codes that you need to be aware of. There's the FIN, the Final Fantasy set code. There's the FIC, which is commanders that were made for, I forget what it is, the crossover. No, it's the... Okay, anyway. Yeah, the commanders that were brought over. And then there's one more. And you should be aware of this. If you weren't aware already, there was previously a partner on Arena. There still is. There was one partner commander, which, if you're aware of the partner mechanic, it says that you may have 2 commanders if they both have the partner mechanic. Also, there's the Doctor's partner from the Doctor Who set, which is a slightly different take on the thing. But the Final Fantasy set brought us code FCA, the Final Commanders Through the Ages or whatever. And that brought us some new commanders in the form of old commanders, in the form of new commanders. And yes, if you go to FCA, you will see, and not collected, whatever. There's a whole bunch of them now. And of particular note, where prior there were only one card that had partner, now, there are more. In fact, I don't know why when you type in partner, it doesn't show all of them. But look here. We have Timna the Weaver, disguised as Cecil Harvey. We have Vial Smasher the Fierce, Clive Rossfield, and Bruse Tarl, Boris Herder, making waves on the Commander MtGO competitions. Yes. And so I have taken it upon myself. Let's go back to that so you can see the full list here. SFCA, and you can see among those, partner. Wait, now there's more. Why is it doing that? How weird. It's trying to hide these from us. It is trying to hide these from us. Alright, so that's not a partner, but it's a SRAM. Okay, we have Wall of Omens, cool. Squall Lionheart is Danitha. Yes, we have Lauren of the Third Path is Garnet. We have Knights of San Odria, Ranger Captain of Eos. Stroke of Midnight gets Memories of Nibelheim, which is pretty cool. I like it already. In fact, I'm going to default that artwork while I'm thinking about it. And apply, yes. Chroma's Will, Blessing, yeah. So a few of these are well-known cards. Some of them are new to Arena. Like you can see the Fatal Push artwork there. Obviously, we're going to choose that. Brawlin Rivalry for Deadly Dispute. Obviously, we're going to choose that. I didn't mean for this to get into a sidetracked cosmetics thing. Oh, Brony Man says because it's applying the color identity restriction. I see. Oh, okay. You're right. So if we wanted to see all of them, I would have to actually go to the, I'm having a blonde moment, Brony Man. Welcome to the stream, and coming in punching way out of your league with some info from my brain. By the way, Zen, you're in the deck of the commander, so yes, it's not seeing the colors that you don't have in your commander identity. Oh, good catch. But if I were to go to the collection on the full deck list, or if I had a 5-color commander, you would see that there are quite a few partner commanders now, where before there were only one, and we have quite a few of these FCA cards in our deck. But let's get to it. Yes, hello, Brony Man. Welcome. We have Bruse Tarl, a.k.a. Hugo Kupka, and Vial Smasher the Fierce teamed up here, Clive Rosfield. So our 2 commanders is a 3 and a 4 drop conveniently combined to make Mardu colors, which was given quite the turbocharge with the recent Tarkir Dragonstorm. So I'm looking forward to playing this in my testing. I think it could go either way. It depends on really whether or not we hit a good setup to begin with, or if we just kind of we'll see. I don't want to jinx it, but at any rate, 3 drop ideally. We get down our Vial Smasher maybe on turn 4 if we ramp on 3, and then this partners with Hugo and Vial Smasher's just simple cards. A 2/3 whenever we play our first spell each turn. Then it deals mana damage, converted mana cost damage to a player. Yes, normally it would be at random, but since we're on arena, it's not very random. It's just an opponent takes some damage to the face. That's excellent. And then we follow that up with a 4 drop, hopefully immediately dealing 4 damage and giving somebody a double strike and lifelink. And then when he attacks, he gets double strike and lifelink. So to partner with all of our partners, I've gone the Mardu Mobilize route. We have some tutors in here, Idyllic Tutor, as well as as far as I know, new to Arena Diabolic Intent in the form of Shantoto's Coercion, which will allow us to sacrifice our Mobilize tokens for a tutor for 2. Crazy. And Sorcerer Speed. So ideally what we're going to be tutoring up, either with Idyllic Tutor or Shantoto's Coercion, is going to be our favorite enchantment in this deck, Waystone's Guidance. Attacking tokens you control get +1/+0. Whenever you cast your first creature spell each turn, that spell gains Mobilize 2. Let me read that for you again. Not only are we dealing damage with our first spell that we cast each turn, but if it's a creature spell and we have Waystone Guidance out, it also gets Mobilized too. Domes our opponent to the face, and if it already has Mobilized, guess what? It gets more Mobilized. It makes even more stuff. We pair this with Windcrag Siege is an Ishin, and then we have Ishin on the battlefield. It's gonna go nuts, guys. We got Guided Souls, Ocelot Pride to make even more token shenanigans happen here. Thunderbond Vanguard. This is an arena. The past 2 cards I've talked about are arena only Alchemy, Waystone's Guidance, Thunderbond Vanguard. Absolutely nuts together with Mobilize. This essentially makes it so that all our little mobilized guys, our little tiny guys, they're going to become huge, okay? Then they all get sacrificed, and then Mayhem Devil, Pit Domes, whatever we want, or Sawblade, Skin Reaper, just absolutely tears into them to any target, whatever that we want. It just gets crazy. If we get Hero's got a victory out there, we can attack with impunity. And they have minutes. Enduring Curse can buff all of our stuff. Yawgmoth, our Physician, will allow us to sacrifice our tokens and make good use of them to get rid of even more stuff. If we get Elspeth or Embercleave out there or Funeral Room, I'm pretty sure it's game over if we get any kind of shenanigans going on like that. I like Chainsaw in here. It's a good damage spell, and if we get any of these mobilized shenanigans going on, then it will help. Whatever we put it on will become an instant lethal threat, along with Sephiroth, Fabled Soldier. This is the legendary, the mythic blood artist. Whenever Sephiroth enters or attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, draw a card. Easy enough. Now, the problem I'm seeing here is that I don't know if we'll be able, maybe if we put it in full control mode, we'll be able to stack the triggers for the mobilized tokens to sacrifice a token. We'll have to see about that. I'm not quite sure how that works out. Yeah, you have to remind me, Brony Man. But the second part is interesting. Whenever another creature dies, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Okay, we've seen this before. If this is the 4th time this ability is resolved this turn, transform Sephiroth, and he becomes the One-Winged Angel, a flying 5/5 supernova. As this creature transforms into Sephiroth One-Winged Angel, you get an emblem with whenever a creature dies, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. You get a Blood Artist emblem. And then whenever he attacks, you may sacrifice any number of other creatures if you do draw that many cards. Well, if we have Enduring Courage out there, that would be awesome, because they would get haste, and then we could, yeah, it's going to be great. We got other things going on like Shocking Sharpshooter, LSO Core. If you want the full deck list, you can always hit !deck in chat. I think this is going to be a spicy one if I can remember how to play Magic the Gathering. If you're watching later on YouTube and you can't hover over or talk to us in chat, well, shame on you. I'm very proud to have you over there watching us, but you should come talk to us in chat. We won't bite, I promise. But in any case, you'll find the deck list link, our ARC deck link, in the video description. Oh, yes. Well, I was a Brownie Man. I was thinking about the attack trigger on Sephiroth, because when he attacks, you can sacrifice something, I believe. And so I was hoping that if I switch the triggers correctly, then I'll get the token, and then I can have Sephiroth's trigger go off and sacrifice a token. We'll see. And then the mobilized tokens obviously would all die, obviously, at the end, and if there was 4 or more of them, then it would set off his second ability. It's the first ability, the timing, I think, is going to be tricky. The second ability, I think if we set up properly, I don't think it's going to be an issue. This is not ideal. We don't have any multicolored lands. Alright, okay, here we go. This is a little bit better. In fact, this is chef's kiss. Look at we've already got combo central here. All we really would love is some oh my god. Alright, up against Kali of the Vast. Gonna cheat in some angels and demons and dragons. We gotta erase this, and Guide of Souls will help. Let's go. I will forego the Blood Artist in favor of the mana inefficient play there. Yeah, because it's gonna force them to remove. They absolutely have to remove that. Oh my god. Okay, and we got an Animpic Call too. Okay, let's just go Commander, because we can play almost everything in our hand, and it's about to get crazy if they don't go 1-for-1 removal on everything we play. Or board wipe, obviously. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. We play the Cold Steel, deal 2 damage, and we need a... What do we need? We need another black source? No, we need a red source. Let's go ahead and deal some damage, because I don't think they're going to block. And then next turn... Oh my goodness. I think we're going to have to... Oh, no, we're taking so much damage. Okay, well, we have to Toxic Deluge now for 7. All right. It was going so well. Okay, and that's going to put us down to 9. Well, take action. Oh my goodness, and we missed a land drop. That went from awesome looking to terrible in about 1 turn. And there we go. Okay, well, we're going to take some damage to get a land. I think we got to go with our triome here. All right, Hugo, you're going to have to wait. What we need is Blood Artist and hold up Cather Commando. Mirror Shield, okay. We go to equip. All right. Well, a good thing we got the Cather Commando. All right, what are they gonna get? What do they have? You gotta be kidding me. Okay, well, we're dead. I'm pretty sure we're dead. Missing the land drop really destroyed us. Okay, well, I don't think we have a way out of this. We're at 2. Yeah, no. That's a good game. Bomb. Not a great start. I would have liked to have hit that cold steel heart on turn 2. C'est la vie. Also, they had some really good hits there. I was hoping that after we wiped out the first set of dragons that came out, and demons or whatever, the first cheated run of creatures. Okay, and now we're playing up against I'm done with I cheated Commander by playing Finn the Fangbreaker. Fangbearer, alright. Nice. So, Toxic Deluge and Chainsaw, excellent. And of course, that's got Death Touch. Well, at least we have mana. Alright, come on. We have answers. Can we play them correctly? That is a question. Okay, we're going to take a little bit of toxic damage here, but then all will be well. All will be well, I said. Pay 2 life because life doesn't matter. The chainsaw will kill Finn. And also will keep our board free of creatures and set up in case they have a way to recast Finn. Or, yeah, we can do that. Dune Mover. What? Alright, okay, yeah, we're definitely setting up well. Okay, and they do have a land on top. Oh, this is terrible. Okay, so what do we want to do? Okay, here's what we want to do. We don't want them to get to 3 poison counters. I think they're going to do it no matter what, though. So let's just go ahead and Idyllic Tutor. And I think if this may kill us. But we want the Waystone's Guidance. Alright, so we take 2, 4, 6, so we're up to 8 poison counters. Oh, 9. We're up to 9 poison counters. Oh, 7. I can't count at all, apparently. Okay, it does not matter because we lose 3 life and Toxic Deluge. We get some counters on the chainsaw. Seems like we should have gotten more counters on a chainsaw. Oh, come on, man. Will you give us a break and actually let us play something? Jeez. Alright, we get to play our Waystone's Guidance, and we're missing land drops. This is terrible. Absolute insanity. We're at 7 poison counters, and we've just barely gotten a board presence. Okay, now we're cooking. Now we are cooking. And let's go Blood Artist. That's unfortunate. It only does it for the first creature. I guess if it did it for every creature, that would be insane. But, and truth be told, we probably don't want to attack in with the Blood Artist. Venom Sac Lagak. That doesn't sound good. Oh, are you kidding me? Come on. And of course, the Blood Artist really does not matter here at all, since we're going to die to poison counters. Oh, God. This is, you just want to sit down and have a nice game of Commander, and people just bring the most vicious things to the table here on Arena. It is absolutely insane. Here's what I'm thinking. It's unfortunate that we're not getting to do anything, really, because if we take one poison damage, we're dead. Don't get me wrong, I've put together some pretty abusive decks, we'll say. That being said, poison in Commander really is the focus of your entire deck. Has no place. 1 or 2 or 3 cards, you know, there's a reason why they call Mr. Infect on game nights, you know, Mr. Infect, and they all, it's like, oh, this guy. Yeah. You get no rule 0 discussion here on Arena, so there's just, you know, I guess manners are whatever. Alright, so here's what I propose. I propose we just make a bunch of blockers. I mean, that's it, though. We would have had to play 2 creatures there. We can't, so we lose, because they're going to make a Mirrex token at the end of our turn. So, good game. I'm done. Finn the Fangbearer. We'll hit our land drops or some ramp or something eventually. This is what I was talking about at the beginning. If we don't hit our setup, this deck goes nowhere. If we hit our setup, we're going to be awesome. We're going to be fine. I don't know. I've tweaked it already a little bit. This is the best I could get it. Maybe you could suggest some changes that you already see. What you got, Brady, man? Any suggestions? I don't want to put you on the spot. We can also wait and see how it plays out. It's entirely possible. It's a banger of a deck, and we've just been getting terrible matchups and or draws. I mean, Callie is tough. Finn the Fangbearer is cheating. Did we play another one? I think that was the only 2 so far. Lateral Blade of Elves, and now we're elf balling. Crazy. Alright, well, we'll do what we can. We'll do what we can. This hand, yeah, no ramp. Phalia doesn't really do anything. Except for get doubled by a Windcrack. I'm not sure that does anything. Let's mulligan this. This doesn't look like very good sequencing. This, on the other hand, looks alright. At least we have removal and some kind of setup for when we start having stuff happen. And we have our colors, most importantly. Alright, Kupo, what do you say? I'm hesitant to throw out the Thunderbond Vanguard there without anything really to play that makes tokens at the moment. So I think I would rather go with playing Clive. Yeah, let's just run Clive out. I think we gotta do that. Nice, playing a Commander. Imagine that in Commander. We got to do it. Instead of dealing with nonsense, death touch poison creatures. He may die immediately. That's okay, though. Because then we have another commander to play. Oh no, they go for ramp. This is good. We'll get some damage in. Alright, we got our land. Here's what I'm thinking. Let's go ahead and play the Forge. Or no, we have 4 mana. There's no way to double spell. We can get both of our commanders out and deal 4 damage. Let's go for it. That's what we came to do, right? Beautiful. But now we have token machines, so if they do something about our board now, we have a pretty good backup plan if we can just keep on drawing into lands. And Pikal into Thunderbond Vanguard and Urbras Forge. Oh man, I didn't even think about the Forge making Thunderbond Vanguard tokens. Oh no, they've killed our commander. Alright, excellent. They spent all their mana to do it, with the exception of the... Okay, never mind. Plans change, especially since... Oh, this is tough. This is so tough. Okay, we definitely tutor for the Waystone's guidance. This is going to be crazy if we pull this off. And we'll attack in for 3, and he'll give himself double strike and lifelink. Pretty good. Oh, you gotta kill Bruse Tarl too. You gotta kill both of our commanders because they are both insane. And together they are even more insane. They attack you on 2 different fronts. And pump our life total like crazy. Oh my god, and of course we didn't get a land. Alright, they have another mana dork on top. No, not that. We want to kill the Oracle of Moldiah. Excuse me. And we're going to force him to block here. I mean, it's take over 50% of your life. They really want their mana dorks. Jeez. Oh my goodness. Hugo is putting the beat down on them. And yeah, they absolutely have to do something about Hugo. They choose make blockers. I think that's a losing strategy. Maybe they got nothing else. Yeah, they build their board, okay, and they block with the Ivy Lane. Then no, they put a counter on them. Oh, I see what they're doing. Okay, well, they hate to rain on the parade, but we have 3. You know, I think we just go with force him to block with the Circle of Dreams Druid. Inevitable Defeat seems like a really aptly named card here. We're now at 48 life against Elf Ball. This play, even not, oh man, we only have 4 lands in play, but Bruse Tarl is, he is a rogue. He is brutish. I mean, I've seen him on the competitive dual commander leagues on MTGO, but it's always paired with Yoshimiro, so I knew he had to be good, but this is insane. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's talk about it. And Pikal. And she'll get mobilized too. Oh my god. Alright, and then we will discard a card. I think, actually, we'll pay 3 life. We can afford to pay 3 life. And we'll get rid of the Incubation Druid. Hell of an ambush. Sweet. Oh my goodness. You know, I'm going to hold back. I think we have an excellent finisher in hand. We have multiple excellent finishers in hand. The question is, can we cast? Do we have 2 reds? We do have 3 red sources. So I propose... Wait, no. Thunderbound Vanguard is the answer. Thunderbound Vanguard is the answer. Alright, so we play this. That also gets mobilized too. We full send. It will give you double strike and a life link until end of turn. And that's a few damage coming at them. Oh. I think the Ember Cleave will be a surprise. It usually is. You know, let's send a message. We could end it right now if we were to put it on one of the 7/6s. Oh, I guess we ended it anyway. But Bruse Tarl did it. He took us there. Good game. Good game, Lateral. Good game, Cryos. They put out a bunch of elves and we knocked them down like bowling pins. My God. That was pretty good. That time it played out the way we wanted. That time it worked. Let's see if we can do it again. Yeah, that Waystone, oh man, the Waystone guidance. Super Stone guidance. Turbocharged guidance. It's got GPS. Oh, up against Atraxa, the Grand Unifier, by a striking Viking. Excuse me. Alright, well, we have some ramp. We do not have access to white and black at the same time. This is an issue. However, I think we can get there. So, Kupo, what's up? Oh, okay, this changes things. I think we need to get a black-red source. We'll go with Blood Crypt and shock it in. And go for the Mind Stone. Mind Taker. Oh, what do you... Don't counter our Mind Stone? Okay. We're good. It gave me a slight heart attack there. I'm about to have to call EMS. They have to be holding a wash away, right? They gotta be holding a wash away. So, in that case, I think we go Ilkor, and we will hold up Shieldred's Edict. I like Ashnod's Altar here. If we can just get our mobilized guys out. No, they're playing it cool. Alright. Well, in that case, let's play Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Surely they want to counter that. There it is. There it is. Alright, excellent. And we're still holding up interaction with Edict. I don't know if it's going to be necessary, though. Up the beanstalk. Yes. All right. This is the I get a bunch of cards one. Unfortunate. Okay, well, let's go ahead and lead in with Clive. We're not doing a bang up job, I'll tell you. We're not doing a great job here. Hey, Tony Marie, thanks for joining us. As soon as Atraxa comes down, we's in trouble. All right, they draw. Osier comes down. Osier dies. We deal 2 damage. On your turn, Clive says, hello, face check. All right, cool. Now we're getting somewhere. If we could just hit our land drops, that would be great, you know? All right, we gotta give Clive double strike and lifelink and attack on in. We're down to 9. If they play their commander, though, we may be in trouble. I don't have an immediate way to get rid of him. Or Atraxa, them. Deadly cover-up. What is this? Alright, take action. Take action. Okay, but we drain them. This is good. Follow up. Dow Coven Outrider's looking pretty good right now. Although we can replay Clive. I think that actually would seal the deal. Yeah, let's replay Clive. And then ideally we play Dow Coven Outriders into Ashnod's Altar into Hugo. If we're allowed to live that long. I wish we had a way to tap Clive here without attacking him. What do we got? Lumbering World Dragon, Spell Pierce, some lands, Tireless Provisioner, Grim Tutor, Starfall Invocation. Alright, well, none of that looks... The Tutor is somewhat troubling, but they cannot cast it this turn. The Spell Pierce is something to be aware of. They do have 1 mana up. So that means what for our plans? I mean, it's got lifelink, so we cannot attack in first. This is a problem. And we don't have double white. I just realized that. Alright then. What do we do? I think the answer is attack. No, we still can't do that. Ah, shiza. Okay, well, we're gonna ping him for 3 because I can't cast the Virtue of Persistence for 7. And they Spell Pierces. Cool. We'll auto pay. And then what? No attacks. Oh my goodness. See, this is going to be rough. Oh man, once again, we're just not hitting land drops. Vivian Reed, okay. And then they're gonna destroy what? The Ashnod's Altar? Yeah. Alright, cool. And that gives you 4 mana to work with. And they level up. And cast a wrist. Oh, man. We might find a way out of this. We might find a way. Except we didn't hit a second white mana source. No, God, okay. Well, this is all we got. We're praying that we hit a 1 off the top. This has got Ward 1. Okay, well. And sacrifice Clive. Oh. That is not what I wanted to see. Well, we tried. We tried. I'm not sure why we could not find a second white source at all. If we would have been able to cast that split up, we would have been fine. Something tells me they didn't have anything in their hand, especially after that Atroxa hit was pretty. The only thing they had good was a demonic tutor, and then granted, I was going to find the answer to whatever we played, but I don't know. I think we could have pulled it out there if we would have just been able to hit that split up. Man, we dug for it. We tried. Good game. I knew that if the Atroxa came down, it was going to be game over. We just didn't have the removal in hand. Alright, Ugin, Eye of the Storms. Wonderful. Foreign Soul. It's going to be ramp, 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 and then I exile everything, including your soul. Hey, but we have colors. We even have some new Final Fantasy lands in here. Oh, and we have our Waystone's Guidance. That is excellent. I think that fits with my plan of playing this first. Shadowy Backstreet, Surveil land into another land is good. We do need that double white, though. We got to remember to get that double white. All right, they got a ramp. Let's see if we can finish this or disrupt their plan somehow, some way. Let's go Waystone's Guidance. Alright, they're on 4, and that puts them on another mana rock that could give them 2 colorless. They just got a new one with Final Fantasy. The Lochte ring? Oh my god, I don't know. Alright, so what do we got? What do we got? We have our commander, but I think we want to do some setup first. Let's go. No, we don't have, but okay. We have to do this. And then we will not play the chainsaw. The Liberator of Urza. Oh yes, it's going to get bigger. Hopefully not too much bigger, so we can chainsaw it next turn. Alright, okay, I like this. I like it. Let's have that tapped. We'll do Case of the Uneaten Feast. Cast a chainsaw. Rin, 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 rin. That's my impression of a chainsaw. Right there, in case you're curious. They do have a Mirix. That's something to point out. And a Mishra's Foundry. I mean, that's going to become a 2/2. That's something to note. What is happening? Oh, Kozilek's command. Alright, well, goodbye to our God of Souls. And goodbye to their the Liberator. Alright, but they do have a lot of freaking mana now. They can cast a commander and it's over. I'm not doing it. I'm not playing against Ugin with a handful of cards that are all colorless. And we haven't even put anything on the board yet. Let's try again. One more. Come on, come on. Whoever said the other Ugin is banned as your commander. Why is this new Ugin that's arguably better not banned as your commander? Ragavan also should be banned as a commander. We're just hitting them all. We are hitting them all. Okay, and no white mana to speak of here. Does it matter? Maybe not. The 2-lander though. We can't do it. We can't do it. Alright, at least this is a 3-lander, and we don't have anything that we cannot cast. Alright, we'll enter tap there. Spectacle of Destruction, I like it. I like it. In this deck, that's a card draw machine there, if we can get some mobilize triggers going off. Unfortunately, we will have to throw a Johnny in front of Ragavan before we can play the Spectacle of Destruction. It's just not going to work. Ragavan starts hitting our cards. I'm going to have to do something about that. They have bone crushed us. Alright, well, at least we delayed the inevitable for a moment. And that gives us a moment to play said Spectacle of Destruction. Well, unfortunately, we don't have both a black and a red. We need another land. Hey, that's going to come in tap, but that will work. Let's go ahead and get down, Flash into Cather Commando and hopefully stop Captain Landry Storm. Oh my. Oh, swords. Will you be equipping swords? They will. Come on, come on. No, this is terrible. Okay, well, because we can't. Oh, but we can. But we can and we shall. Alright, they get a counter. But. From blue and from black. Okay, so we block. And then sacrifice to blow up the sword. And that gets us a wreck counter, folks, which gets us card draw and maybe a land. That would be great. Oh my god. I'm going, well, Mox Amber, not the worst. Not the worst. Let's go with Clive. And then Mox, oh, we should have done that in reverse order. What am I thinking? Oh, no, we deal 0 damage to them. Oh, but that wasn't the first spell anyway. Clive was the first spell, so, okay, never mind. I'm crazy. Don't worry about it. Chandra, oh my. This just got bad. Well, at least we get some more card draw and drain some life. Look at the upside. Alright, we're drawing into some good cards now. Here's what I'm thinking. Let's go. Mardu Thunderkite. And we gotta go haste. And take out Chandra. Alright. And send the other guys at him. S-Dizzle. Alright, it's working. We're doing it. Even if we lose now, at least we have demonstrated a functioning mechanism. Oh, there goes Nahiri's Warcrafting. Ruining our functioning mechanism. But we're up against Ragavan, and they have not stolen anything from us. There's something to say for that. It's a moral victory. Alright, so do we go Clive, or do we go Hugo? We'll see what we draw. Okay, that is interesting. Let's go Outrider. And I guess this is removal check before we play our commander again. What is happening? Defiler of Instinct. Alright, we're just taking the hit. Because we have a surprise. Rekindling Phoenix? What? They're making things difficult on us, aren't they? And we're being bone crushed. Alright, come on. Baron Step is not bad here. Excuse me. What needs to happen, though, I think, as we cast the Guide of Souls, we cast the Mardu Seeds Breaker. That comes in, gains us a life. We'll grab the Dalcoven Outrider. And then, what are we doing? All right, we immediately attack in with the Mardu Seeds Breaker. It is a 4/4 with Death Touch, and then it makes our guy. And the mobilize trigger doesn't go off. That's fine, but it's the life gain we're really after. I knew they would block the Mardu Siege Breaker. And then we get another trigger there. Alright, we're setting up. We're setting up. We couldn't kill them this turn, but we're setting up to kill them relatively soon. If all goes according to plan. Play with fire? Oh no. They have a Phoenix. Oh, it's there. It's got haste. Oh my goodness, I'll take a drink, Zen. Ow. Alright. Draconic Destiny. Oh, come on. No, you're not taking our stuff. Not in our last game of this deck. You're not doing it. Sorry. Oh my god. We just played up against some very, very nasty commanders this session. I still like the deck. I think it's fun. It would be, I mean, look, How many times did we just brick on lands over and over and over and over again? Number one, okay, we're running 36 lands. We could probably bump that up a couple. But so many games, we never saw any of our mana rocks other than Ashnod's Altar. Oh, and then Mox Amber there, that one game when we didn't have, when our commander had already been killed. So, yeah, we did flub that up. I knew that was going to happen. But at any rate, yeah, maybe I'd add a few lands. Then, but the matchups were insane. I mean, there was the Demon Dragon, free Demon Dragons in the Devil's Lady, and then Finn the Fangbearer, and we beat Elf Ball somehow. That when our deck actually ran smoothly, when we actually got lands and. So that being said, it's still fun. I'm still very excited that the partner mechanic has finally come to Arena in full. And before there was just the one partner, and one is the loneliest number that you cannot do because you can't use a partner commander unless there's another partner commander. So I think they were just testing that. They were putting the one commander on there with the partner to implement the code for the other partners that have arrived. They're here. It's Christmas for Brawl players. Welcome to Crazy Matchups. Yes, that's going to do it for this particular deck today. I hope you've enjoyed our gameplay, our lack of strategy, our many beatings, and our occasional victories. In any case, love one another, be cool, don't be a jerk, and have fun playing Magic the Gathering.